Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and thanks for joining me. I definitely appreciate it. Today I have a brand new Citizen Promaster Navihawk in a really nice looking colorway. This is also a Citizen site exclusive. It's model number CA4664-60X. And again guys, I absolutely love this colorway. Let's check it out. All right guys, we'll go ahead and get into this thing, but first check out my Amazon shopping channel if you like any of the other watches I've reviewed on my channel. This particular one is not on Amazon yet because it's literally, I think, only like 5 days old. Anyway, if you want to pick up something from my Amazon channel, y'all know I get a very small commission, so I definitely appreciate it when you do so. So this is normal Citizen kind of packaging here. This is the outer watch box. I think they started to put these new stickers on there. Open this up. Inside you get the very familiar Pelican style outer watch box. Of course, you've got some manuals and warnings and other stuff in here that you see in all of these Citizen watch boxes. All right, there's the Pelican style case. And as usual, you know, we'll go ahead and tell you all the 7 specs you need to know after I show you the watch here. There you go. There it is. It's kind of funny because on Citizen's website, they call this either copper or salmon. I'm going for more copper than salmon because it's not quite as pink as like a salmon. But it's funny because, again, they describe it 2 distinctly different ways, the color of this, as either being copper near the top of the page or a salmon color in like the specs part of the page. Really interesting. All right, let's go ahead and get this thing out. Let me put all this stuff away here. And actually, let me go ahead and show you the hang tag real quick as well. There's your hang tag right there. Pretty cool. And again, I'll go ahead and tell you all the 7 specs you need to know, and then we will talk more about this watch here in just a second. You're looking at a 40mm stainless steel case. It's 13.5 millimeters thick. It's 44.5 millimeters lug to lug. Comes on a 22mm stainless steel bracelet. It is water resistant to 200 meters, which is 660 feet. You get the Citizen B620 movement inside with a 10-month power reserve. And you do get a sapphire crystal with AR coating. And if you want to nerd out, check out all the other specs. Check down there in the description field, like it weighs 155 grams. It's got a bi-directional bezel. All that other stuff, check down there in the description field if you want to nerd out. So again, I love the colorway of this thing. I think it's a fantastic, I've never really seen a watch with this color dial before. That's why it really caught my eye. I'm like, man, I got to check this out. Citizen doesn't really normally go crazy on their dial colors. I mean, you have, your blacks, your whites. Sometimes you have an orange. Very rarely do you see an orange Citizen dial on one of their watches. So the fact that they did this one, and they also have one in green, I believe, as well. And again, this is a Citizen exclusive. You can only get this on their website. Now, whether that turns out to be true or not, whether you can get this on Amazon in a couple months, who knows? But I really, really do love this colorway. Obviously, it's a Citizen watch. It's very legible. The crown's got 3 subdials at 3, 6, and 9. The subdial over here at 3 o'clock is your 24-hour time. The subdial at 6 is your running seconds, and the subdial at 9 is has to do with the chronograph function of the watch. Then, of course, you have a date window over here at 4:30. It's a little small. I mean, they're always kind of small in these Citizen watches, but not a big deal. And then, of course, you have all the applied indexes. You got the red chronograph hand. The actual second hand is white down here. And of course, you have a tachymeter. You can do fuel calculations and stuff like that. None of that stuff that I can do. But anyway, and it is bi-directional. So it goes both ways there to make those calculations. Nice big sword style hands. Again, incredibly legible. You got your pushers here at 2 o'clock and 4 o'clock. I love these crowns on these Citizen Navihawk watches. The knurling on these things is fantastic. They're incredibly easy to grab onto and adjust the time. Of course, it is signed right there with the Promaster logo. I don't know if you can see that. I think you can see it there for a second. There we go. There it is, Promaster logo. You have an IP-coated bezel, as you can see right there. It's just a good-looking watch. You've got a starburst on that copper dial. which is really nice. It might be just a tad too blingy, just a little bit, but if you're looking at it in direct light, it's very legible. Any other sort of light angle, it can be a little bit too blingy, just the dial, not the indexes or anything. So you're definitely gonna get some reflection off of there. So there is the other side of the case. Let's check over here. All right, pretty sterile and kind of bland, honestly, on that side. Typical Citizen bracelet, nice bracelet, well done. Let's go ahead and undo it here. You do get a machined scissor clasp, which I really appreciate, as opposed to Seiko's stamped metal clasps on a lot of their watches. Down here is your case back, pretty sterile. I mean, Citizen doesn't put that big, huge EcoDrive logo on their watches anymore, at least not the ones, a lot of the ones bound for the US. I think they do have some of those in other markets. But remember, there used to be a big, huge like Globe EcoDrive logo on a lot of these watches, but they're kind of getting away from that. But there you go, man. Let's go ahead and try this thing on. Now, I told you I'm trying to make these reviews a little bit shorter in 2025 just to get some more content out. Let's see if we can do this here. All right. Put it on. Nice. Oh, fits perfect. On my 8-inch wrist, fits absolutely perfectly. I really like this watch, man. Again, it's a little blingy, but you know, if you don't mind that, then this is definitely the watch for you. Of course, you know, it's an EcoDrive movement. It's got a 10-month power reserve on there. So you're never gonna have to worry about it. And for those that don't know, EcoDrive watches, if this second hand starts jumping 2 seconds at a time, that means you need to charge it. I don't know if y'all knew that or not, but and the watches that are not a chronograph, this big second hand would be a second hand on a normal watch. This is the chronograph hand, but on a normal watch, this big second hand would be jumping every 2 seconds to indicate that you needed to charge the watch. So there you go. All right, let's go ahead and give it a lume shot here. This is Citizen's proprietary lume. Let's go ahead and cut off the studio light, cut off the monitors. And this isn't gonna, you know, glow like crazy. It's good lume for sure. Not as good as Seiko's Lumibright, but it's definitely good lume. Some sort of proprietary concoction that Citizen has made. Let's see here. There you go. Yeah, I mean, it's decent. It's actually more than decent. That's actually really good lume. Wow. And it's really bright. It's bright in the camera and it's bright in person, so it's not fading at all. All right, so I kind of take that back a little bit. This is actually really good. I mean, most Citizen lume is really good, but on their divers, it's actually, you know, really good. But this is not a dive watch, and it's still really, really good lume. All right, so there we go. So I'd love to know y'all's thoughts on this new colorway, this new version. Now, you know, most of these Navihawks and Skyhawks have atomic, you know, where they get that radio signal every night. This one does not, and it's definitely reflected in the price. If you were going to want one of those, you're going to probably pay at least $100 more to get one of those. I love the atomic function that most of these Navihawks and Skyhawks come with. This one does not have that, but obviously it still is solar powered and all that good stuff. But I love those Navihawk and Skyhawk watches that have that atomic capability. And this one just doesn't have it. So it's a little bit cheaper. Normally those I think start around like $695 or $795 or something like that. But this one doesn't. But it's still a fantastic looking watch, guys. Really, really nice looking watch. I'm trying to think of anything else I might have forgotten to tell you about. There's the clasp. Citizen is engraved or actually embossed on that little buckle right there. And I think that's really about it for this one, guys. So if you have any questions about this, you know, please put those in the description. I definitely want to know your thoughts. What do you think of this new colorway? And again, let me show you the green one. Here's the green one right here. Same watch, just different dial color. And again, these are Citizen exclusives just to their website. And again, who knows if they'll end up showing up on Amazon or something like that. Who knows? But they probably will. But anyway, so they are still going to be a little bit more expensive. So guys, that's been about it for this one. You can get yours on Citizen's website for $595. I will put that down there in the description field if you want to head on over there and pick one up. And again, they're brand new, so they're going to be a little expensive. And guys, it's really been about it for this one. As always, make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you click that notification bell. And I will see you on the next review. All right, take care. Bye-bye.